And Rafa's leaving that hole open because he runs around his backhand to hit the forehands in this corner. Well, it's been a great serving performance from Federer. He's not lost a point yet. Once he gets that first serve in.
And he continues that record, swiftly getting in position to claim this opening set. He's halfway to becoming a five-time champion of this event. His two other players have done that. Opening set, 6-3 Federer.
Yes, opening set wrapped up in just 32 minutes. Mighty impressive once again from the Swiss maestro. Let's go up to the gods. Annabel Croft is watching from up on high, and a case of Federer on fire again, Annabel.
Well, what a set of tennis that was from Roger Federer, Marcus. I mean, I'm right at the highest point of the stadium, and I can tell you, not a seat in the house. Doesn't matter where you're sitting in this stadium right now. The tennis is absolutely fantastic. The atmosphere is electric. I wish you could hear the oohs and ahs from some of the shot making that we've seen already out there. But having watched the two of them practice, and I talked about how he was going to be pummeling the Roger Federer backhand. Well, it's certainly lived up to the challenge.
Yeah. Can you detect whether one player has got more support than the other from where you are?
Not at all, actually. I think everybody out here is just so appreciating this matchup between these two fantastic champions and the psychology that goes on out on court between these two, the cat and mouse tactics, the way they're trying to, vie for position and I guess ego out there. And they have so much respect for each other, but everybody really, really enjoying it and so appreciating what they're seeing out here. And at the moment, first strike to Roger Federer. I wonder if he can keep it up.
Thanks, Annabel. Let's have a word with Barry Cowan courtside. Barry, would you say Rafa's looking a little sluggish by his own remarkable standards?
Well, Marcus, I think that's a great question. The first 6 games, both players were holding serve comfortably, but Federer was getting a lot of reward with that forehand. And now he's taking it very early. He's rushing Nadal. And I was wondering, well, is it Federer's forehand or is Nadal just off his very best? And I was down this end with Rafa where he lost serve. And it was very noticeable, Marcus, that he was playing further back behind the baseline than he has in the previous meetings when he's troubled Roger. So that's what he needs to address at the beginning of the second set. As for Federer, his backhand is beautiful, whether it be down the line or a couple of stunning ones cross-court.
Thank you, Barry. Worth remembering the statistic we threw out just before the start of the match. In their last 10 encounters, the man who won the first set went on to win the contest. But you write Rafa off at your peril, of course. Back up to the box, Pat and Mark.
Well, it looks simple, really, to Federer. It's just to sustain the sort of tennis that he played in that opening set, and the title will be his. But what can Nadal bring to this second set to upset the rhythm, the ruthless rhythm that Federer has at the moment?
There's going to be a few more free points on his serve for sure, and then just put a bit more effort into his ground strokes. He's got to get himself a little bit more pumped up.
I feel as though he needs to play with just a little bit more width to this second set. He's gone to what you said was a workable plan. It's something that's been hugely successful for him in the past against Federer. Didn't seem to work in that opening set. Feel as though he's got to start going a little bit more into Federer's forehand.
Well, that serve was successful many times against Murray yesterday. The one into the body. And Murray struggled at times to get away from it, get his feet in the right position, and Federer did that on that occasion. Another bit of venom in it, that forehand.
14-9.
That's an encouraging start for the Spaniard.
First game, second set.
No question that the great champions work out ways to win matches when they're struggling a little bit. Said already this week that still doesn't really enjoy indoor tennis, but is certainly playing a lot better on it.
Those green dots there showing that where Federer hits his forehand on the left-hand side there. There's a lot of forehands in the backhand corner. So he's clearly trying to run around and use the big weapon. But so far he's been successful, of course, with the cross-court topspin backhand of those high bouncing shots. Perhaps that's been something he's been working on, or maybe it's just running hot at the moment. That is great control from there.
And Nadal trying to introduce something a little different.
Was sneak in, and Federer was aware of that, but probably not until the last moment. Too short again. Got to get the ball deeper than that, Rafa.
13-9.
So a quick picture there of Kevin Spacey. I believe he's owner, isn't he, of the Globe? To about a show. This is what this has had. I need to promote this particular encounter. Oh. Just a little warning shot across Federer's bows in case he was getting too complacent.
14-15.
I don't know who's been here all week.
Good second serve. He served within himself today, Federer, so far. Hasn't gone for too many big blocks.